In order to display the data on the UI, I have made some series of changes on the backend project as well. I will just give a high level introduction of the changes that I have done. So there is no change inside the project security config, which is related to Spring Security configuration. The change is I have built controllers for each and every service that we have to build, like account, balance, cards. Like if you see cards controller, so this is the service that will invoke from the UI after login and authentication is successful. And this controller will call the repository associated with the cards table. So cards repository is a JPA repository that is associated with the cards table, and you can see easily. So this is the interface which extends CRUD repository from Spring Data JPA, and the entity that it deals is cards. If you go and look into the cards, card is an entity which is associated to a table cards, and these are all the columns present inside the cards table. So this is a simple JPA stuff. Based upon the customer ID, I'm trying to get all the cards, and if the cards is not null, I'm returning the list of cards to the UI, which will be displayed on the screen. Otherwise, I'll just pass the null value. The same applies for other controllers also, like loans controller. Loans controller has a loans repository which is associated with an entity loans, and based upon the customer ID, I'll be getting all the loans with that customer and pass through the UI. So this is how the changes happened on the controller and the repository, and at the same time I also created model classes for each and every entity associated with the UI pages. Like all these annotations are from the JPA, like entity, table, column, and at the same time I'm also updated the scripts.sql with the latest table details. So previously we only have customer table with the login credentials details, but now I have created the tables for each and every functionality that we have inside our application, like accounts, account transactions, and their records, and loans, loans records, cards records, and at the same time we also have notices and contacts message table for storing the contacts inside our database. So with this, I'm assuming you are understanding the code that we have done both on the UI and backend. So don't worry if something is not clear, because we'll discuss more and more in the coming videos. And in the next video, we'll make our backend application app and try to contact from the UI and see what is happening. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.